In the dim glow of his apartment, Jake swiped through the profiles on Tinder, searching for a connection in the sea of digital faces. His loneliness hung heavy in the air, a constant reminder that he was desperate for companionship. After a string of failed relationships, he found solace in the simplicity of online dating, or so he thought. One evening, as rain drummed against his window, Jake matched with a mysterious woman named Evelyn. Her profile picture revealed piercing blue eyes that seemed to see through the screen and into Jake's very soul. Her bio was sparse, containing only a cryptic quote. "The shadows hold secrets deeper than your darkest fears." Intrigued and fueled by his need for something new, Jake messaged her. To his surprise, she responded almost immediately. Their conversation started innocently enough, with shared interests and casual banter. As the days passed, however, the exchanges took an ominous turn. Evelyn spoke in riddles, her messages laced with an eerie sense of foreboding. She claimed to have visions of a shared future, one where their fates were entwined in the most unsettling ways. Despite the unsettling nature of her words, Jake couldn't shake the magnetic pull drawing him closer to this enigmatic woman. One stormy night, Evelyn suggested they meet at an abandoned mansion on the outskirts of town. As the rain intensified, the mansion loomed in the distance like a forsaken relic of a forgotten era. Intrigued and fueled by a morbid curiosity, Jake agreed to the mansion's creaking door welcomed him into a world frozen in time. Dust danced in the air, and the faint echoes of long-lost laughter whispered through the dilapidated halls. Following Evelyn's cryptic instructions, Jake ascended a grand staircase that groaned under the weight of forgotten memories. He found her in a dimly lit room, surrounded by flickering candles that cast dancing shadows on the walls. Evelyn, with her piercing blue eyes, seemed otherworldly in the half-light. She extended a hand, and as Jake took it, a chill shot through his spine. Evelyn led him to a table adorned with an antique Ouija board. The planchette moved with a will of its own, spelling out messages that seemed to taunt the very fabric of reality. The atmosphere grew thick with a palpable malevolence, and Jake began to question the sanity of his choices. As the night wore on, Evelyn divulged the unsettling history of the mansion. It was said to be cursed, a place where lost souls lingered, their unresolved stories woven into the decaying walls. The room seemed to pulse with an unnatural energy, and the air grew heavy with the weight of the past. In a hushed tone, Evelyn confessed to having communicated with spirits that called the mansion home. She claimed they craved closure, and she needed Jake's help to set them free. Fear clawed at his chest, but the promise of a shared destiny held him in its grip. As the clock struck midnight, Evelyn orchestrated a ritual that blurred the lines between the living and the dead. Shadows danced around them, and the air crackled with an otherworldly energy. Unseen whispers echoed through the mansion, and Jake felt the presence of something ancient and malevolent. With each passing moment, the room became a vortex of horror. The spirits, once dormant, surged forth with a hunger for release. Evelyn's eyes glowed with an unnatural intensity as she chanted incantations that reverberated through the very fabric of reality. Terrified, Jake realized the truth too late. He had become a pawn in a game that transcended the boundaries of life and death. The spirits, now unleashed, sought vengeance for the sins of the living, and Jake was ensnared in a web of malevolent forces beyond his comprehension. As the spectral entities closed in, Evelyn's laughter echoed through the mansion, a haunting melody that accompanied Jake's descent into madness. The walls seemed to close in around him, and the air turned frigid with the touch of ghostly fingers. In the chilling darkness, Jake's screams merged with the anguished wails of the tormented spirits. The mansion, once a silent witness to countless horrors, now reveled in the chaos unleashed by a horrific Tinder match gone horribly wrong. And as the clock struck its final chime, the echoes of their twisted fate lingered, a warning to those who dared to seek love in the shadows.